What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a WWE figure draft. I haven't done one of these in a long time. But first off, follow me on Instagram at Mike the Wrestling Collector if you haven't already. And in today's video, clearly we're doing a draft. Now, I am solo. You might be thinking, how's he going to do a solo draft? He's just going to draft one roster? No. I drafted two complete rosters. We're going to draft the DNG. What the fuck? We're going to draft the general managers. We're going to draft the title belts they're going to be using. I think I did 16 for each show. Only solo guys, no tag teams, no women. No, I'm not sexist. I'm just not doing women. And I just want to see if I did a good job balancing it. And if you guys want to vote down below which roster is better, I'd much appreciate it. And of course, Triple H is the head guy here, so he's in the middle. We're going to look at the GMs, we're going to look at the championships, and then we're going to draft the rosters. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the GM for Raw. Is the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Triple H brought his boy, his old protege, and he's going to be the general manager for Raw. And the championships Raw is going to be using are, for the minor championships, going to be the White Strap Intercontinental. And for the main championships, going to be the Classic Globe WWE Championship. Now for SmackDown's GM, we're going to switch it up. It's going to be Sting. So it's kind of like Sting versus Ric Flair like they did back in WCW. I don't fucking know. I just thought it'd be cool. Especially because he's from TNA and he was like the GM. Anyways, the titles for SmackDown will be the North American Championship. And of course, for the major championship, it's going to be the Big World Heavyweight Championship. Now, without further nor ado, let's get into the draft. The first round picks for both shows are John Cena, #1 pick, going to Raw, and Roman Reigns going to SmackDown. Keep in mind, there are no legends in this draft. You can consider Cena a legend, but consider all these guys full-time in their prime. And here we go. First round picks, done. And for the second round pick, Seth Rollins goes to Monday Night Raw, and Drew McIntyre is going to SmackDown. And the third round pick, Randy Orton is going to Raw, with Brock Lesnar going to SmackDown. And the next round of picks, Daniel Bryan is going to Raw, and AJ Styles is going to SmackDown. Next round of picks, Cody Rhodes is going to Raw, with Edge going to SmackDown. Next up, we got Bobby Lashley going to Raw, and Kevin Owens going to SmackDown. Next, we got Finn Balor going to Raw, and Matt Riddle going to SmackDown. Next, The Miz is going to Raw, with the Limitless One, Keith Lee, going to SmackDown. Next, we got Shinsuke Nakamura going to Raw, and Jeff Hardy going to SmackDown. We got Sami Zayn going to SmackDown, and Rey Mysterio going to Raw. Next, we got Tommaso Ciampa going to Raw, and Big E going to SmackDown. Next, Sheamus the Celtic Warrior is going to Raw, while Damian Priest is going to SmackDown. Next up, we got Omos the Nigerian Giant going to Raw, with Ricochet going to SmackDown. Next round, we got Austin Theory going to Raw, with Dolph Ziggler going to SmackDown. Next up, we got Chad Gable ditching Otis and going to Raw, with Pete Dunne, a.k.a. Butch, ditching Ridge Holland and Sheamus and going to SmackDown. And the final pick, the final 16th pick for each brand, like I said, I might be missing a few people, but I just had to work with what I got, what I was thinking of. And if you don't like it, oh well. But the last picks are Raw taking Elias, and SmackDown calling up new and up-and-comer Wes Lee. Now that the shows are drafted, we are now going to crown the champions of each show. The champion starting for Raw is the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, and John Cena as the Intercontinental Champion. Only because I feel like Cena as United States Champion was absolutely phenomenal. So I feel like him as Intercontinental Champion could also be big. And Cody Rhodes as the big fan favorite as WWE Champion also. Ratings, etc., etc. You might be wondering why that maybe they should have been swapped. Maybe Cody as IC, Cena as WWE. But I figured this could be a good way to start off the show and as the brand and everything. So, and for SmackDown, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, of course, is your World Heavyweight Champion. And Kevin Owens is the North American Champion. And don't worry, the video is not over yet. Now, I'm going to do some rivalries and some feuds that I feel like would be good for each show, and then we'll wrap it up and call it a day. So here we go. Kicking off the rivalries for Monday Night Raw. I feel like we're going to do maybe 4 rivalries each show. But first up, non-title, we're looking at Daniel Bryan versus Bobby Lashley. I don't know if this match has ever happened, but I feel like it'd make a good rivalry, good feud. Bobby Lashley's really good. Daniel Bryan's really good. Kind of like a David versus Goliath, because Daniel Bryan's kind of like so-called the small guy, while Bobby Lashley is this big, Hulk of a man right there. No, I'm not gay. Nothing wrong if you are. But yeah, Daniel Bryan versus Lashley. I think it'd be a great feud to start off the Raw brand. Next up, Ciampa versus Seth Rollins. Now I'm going into this thinking that Ciampa would be the bad guy, while Rollins is like the face, baby face. Seth frickin' Rollins, like Monday Night Rollins, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this match has ever happened either. I think in the Survivor Series match where NXT was, these two had a little thing that went on for a couple minutes. But I don't know, 2 NXT guys, Triple H will be proud. Who I would have win this rivalry, I don't know. I feel like Seth would win, but then Ciampa would also need to win. I don't know. I just think it'd be a very interesting feud, interesting match, especially as Rollins is the big baby face and Ciampa's like that not seductive. What am I talking about? Shoo! Like that fucking really good heel where he's gonna beat up Rollins backstage, beat him up, maybe break Becky's arm or something. I don't know. But you know what I mean? I feel like this would be a good feud for the mid card, get it going. You know what I'm saying? And I know people are saying, welcome Seth ain't in the title picture, because I didn't put him in the goddamn title picture. So yeah, moving on. Next, the third rivalry is for the Intercontinental Championship. We got John Cena as the champ going up against Theory. This would be, I'm waiting on this to actually happen. I don't know if it will or not. It was rumored to happen eventually, because everyone keeps saying Theory's like the next Cena. I don't see it. I mean, he's good. I like Theory, kind of. I like the new Theory with the beard and everything. This figure has a big ass head though. Cena, I don't know if I could see him losing the Theory. Now, if Theory's built up a lot more and made him look very like, like, damn, look at that guy, then I could see him beating Cena. But current WWE Theory, not so much, not yet at least. He is the current United States champion, but yeah, I feel like this would be a good start to the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, especially because you got big name Cena versus up and comer Theory. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have Theory win, but I feel like I'd have to. So yeah, moving on to the main event feud. And the main event feud, we got super hot babyface Cody Rhodes as the WWE champion being stalked and preyed on by the Viper Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes was with Orton in Legacy. I feel like this is a feud that I hope to see happen in WWE since Cody's back. Maybe after he wins the championship, Orton's his first feud back, or like hopefully Orton returns. I'm thinking, here's my theory in real life, just real quick. I feel like Cody has to win one of the championships at WrestleMania, whether that be the Universal or WWE. And I feel like the night after WrestleMania, Orton will return from his back injury and fucking RKO. Maybe that'll be a start of a feud. That's my dream scenario. Randy Orton as a bad guy going after Cody. I just feel like they would have a great match, especially how Cody has developed and evolved lately. Cody would of course go over in this feud on this show. But yeah, I just feel like this is a great start to the main event feud. I could have did Cody versus Seth, but I felt like they've already done that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something different. So yeah, Orton versus Cody, something I did here, something I really hope happens in real life. My prediction is it happens after WrestleMania. So if I'm right, I'll come back to this goddamn video and say, look, I predicted it. Anyways, that's the Raw feuds. Now we're going to move on to the SmackDown feuds. First up for SmackDown, we got a glimpse of this in real life, but I want a full rivalry. I want Brock Lesnar going up against Big E. Now, Big E has a lot he could fucking say to Brock. Brock took his title from him, I think. I'm pretty sure. Brock fucking beat his best friend Kofi Kingston. I mean, I just would love to see a full-on rivalry that goes 2 or 3 matches. Maybe a match at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and then concluding at the Rumble. I don't see it going to WrestleMania. I don't see this as a WrestleMania match, but I would love to see Big E and Brock actually put on a good fucking match. Not just suplexes F5s. I want Big E to fight back, hit him with a big ending, a couple things. I feel like I'd put Big E over, honestly. In the end, I think I'd have to, because I really like Big E. He's growing on me a lot. Especially his singles run, I thought he did great, especially in those matches with Sheamus and stuff. But yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Big E, big name Brock versus Big E, be a great way to start off SmackDown. So yeah, this next one's kind of different, but anyways, it's not just a one rivalry. It's the story of Wesley being built up as something big. I feel like Wesley is someone who, now do I like the figure that much? Not really. I hate the leg joints. Anyways, that's besides the point. Also, if you this far into the video, let me know down below. Follow me on Instagram at Mike the Wrestling Collector. But Wesley is a very good athlete. I like his look. I really do. I like the shorts. I like his tattoos. I think he has the look of a great mid-card guy. A guy who can be Intercontinental Champion. Maybe one day WWE. I don't know. We'll find out. But I would have him be put up against all odds. You know, have him go up against Drew, Edge, AJ Styles. That's why they're back there. Now I was gonna do Edge versus AJ or Edge versus Drew, Drew versus AJ, something like that. But I thought this would make more sense. Have Wesley battle his way up, trying to earn a WWE Championship match against Roman Reigns or something like that. I feel like a match with AJ between AJ and Wesley would be great. Edge versus Wesley could also be amazing, and then Drew versus Wesley is like David versus Goliath. Big ass Drew versus Wesley. Yeah, I'd put Wesley over a few of them, maybe not everybody. But he'd work his way up. He'd try his best. So, yeah, that's my second rivalry. Now, for the North American Championship, one that I really wish would have happened. Hopefully, Keith Lee comes back to WWE. Kevin Owens versus Keith Lee. I really want to see this match. They both do the pop-up power bomb. Fucking, I mean, his does a spirit bomb or whatever. But, man, I think this match would go hard as shit. I love Keith Lee, one of my favorites. I was upset when he got released. Kevin Owens also one of my favorites. I have like 18 elites of Kevin Owens, all the same guy. But yeah, you know, I don't care who wins this. I just know the matches would be incredible. Owens goes in as the bad guy. Keith Lee, of course, the baby face. You know, Keith could win it, and Owens could beat him. You know, fucking whatchamacallit, hot potato that title. I don't care. I like both of these guys. I think either one would be great. Maybe one can move on to Roman Reigns after he loses, whether it be Owens or Keith Lee. It don't really matter. But yeah, moving on to the last feud and the main event feud. And the main event feud, Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, with the World Heavyweight Championship going up against Jeff Hardy. I make the goddamn rules. I don't care what your opinions are on Jeff Hardy. I hate drinking and driving, but I love Jeff Hardy as a performer. I would have loved for him to go on one last run, one last main event run. You know, he doesn't got to win. He won't win. He ain't going to beat Roman. But man, just the moment, maybe Jeff Hardy about to win 1-2. Roman's the greatest at kicking out right before fucking 3. I would just love to see this match. I'd love to see Jeff just go out there and give it his all. I really hope he comes back to WWE, gives him one last shot, one last big run. He was fun. They wasted him, bro, making him run after 24/7 championship. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, this is my last feud, SmackDown feud. The main event feud, Roman Reigns versus Jeff Hardy. Would absolutely love to see it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram at Mike the Wrestling Collector. And if you guys want to see how I would book WWE current day, let me know down below, probably in the near future. More Mike Mel coming, more figure fix-ups. Hope you guys are enjoying the consistent uploads. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.